I just want to share with you the vision or the golden moment I had that caused me to want to give the rest of my life to turning lives from crime to Christ. I thought you might enjoy the spark that lit my flame that caused me to last all these years and develop this ministry. I was in Gumbo, or county jail, with seminary students, and I was there to do testimony. And I'm not sure if I was the before or after. I was really rough back in those days. I literally couldn't spell Jesus. I thought it was J-E-A-S-U-S. And I hung out with these Covenant students at the county jail for about a year, and one by one they all graduated. One night I wound up in the service by myself. Now please go back to when you didn't know how to spell Jesus, and there I was with a packed out chapel. I mean, they were sitting in the aisles. They were up on the stage behind me. I thought it was a jailbreak and I'd be taken hostage. I was scared to death. And right back in the back door, the only door out of that chapel, was the ugliest man I've ever seen in my life. He sat there like a bullfrog. It was a black brother, and he had white spots. And I'm not exaggerating this. White, like somebody splashed bleach on him. He had an eye missing with his eyelid twitching. His front teeth were missing like a vampire. I am not exaggerating. He had a scar from ear to ear like someone had stitched a turkey. No neck, like one of those boxers or weightlifters. And he's sitting there glaring at me like a bullfrog. Now I'm going to myself, this guy is racially prejudiced. He's going to kill me. I'm going to die. This is my last time on earth. This guy's going to come up and he's going to get me. These guys, I'm outnumbered. I can't get out of here. He's the guy by the door. Well, I didn't know what to do. What do I do? So I got the song, "What a Friend We Have in Jesus." And I preached the song because he was a friend and I understood. So I preached, "What a Friend We Have in Jesus." That was the actual text I used for the sermon. Now what do? Well, I got to do an altar call. So I did this elaborate, if you want to get saved, get up here. That's all I knew. If you want to get saved, get up here, And wouldn't you know it, he started walking down the center aisle. Well, my heart dropped to my socks as he started marching down that aisle. The closer he came, the closer my heart came to stopping. And he crashed down on his knees in front of me. And did you ever cry so hard that your ribs hurt? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Did you ever cry so hard where there's no more tears? That's what this guy was doing. Now what do I do? Oh, I saw on TV you pray on him. Okay? So I took this ugly guy and I looked into that ugly face. And you can see I've had a hallucination, a drug flashback, imagination. I was lying. You can say whatever you want. But I saw the face of Christ. Now, I didn't see a white Jew with a hooked nose and long hair. That wasn't it. But I saw Christ. And that verse, "Whatever you've done to these brethren of mine, even the least of them, you did it to me." Well, I knew right there. I had to go back to my kind and tell the alcoholics, the drug addicts, and the criminals about Jesus. Now, there's a happy ending to this. I got off on pride, like I guess any new Christian does, and I was all but stopping cars on the highway and passing out Bible tracts. I just went crazy. Okay. So here I am doing revivals and doing altar calls, and I'm the Billy Graham of the prison system, and I'm going to close down the Department of Corrections and all this crazy stuff that I was doing. And I get out there 7 years later, man, and I got it down. I'm the preacher. I'm really cool. Total pride. And I look, and here he is sitting by the door again. Now he's got a big smile on his face. He's got some teeth. He had an eyeball. You couldn't see the scar. Beaming. I said, "Mike, is that you?" He said, "Yeah." "Are you still faithful to the Lord?" He said, "Oh, yes." He said, "I'm just in here for an old case, $100. I'll be out tomorrow morning." I said, "Oh," and we hugged and we cried in the middle of the chapel. I went back, and man, I just laid it on him. I gave him a sermon, knocked his socks off. When I got through, I said, "Mike, do you want to do the altar call?" He said, "Yeah." The only time in over a quarter century of preaching in prisons, he came forward. He did an altar call. Everybody came forward. I have never seen it since. They all came forward. Now I just wonder, was this guy Michael the Archangel? Was he setting me up for this ministry? I don't know. But he's the second guy I want to give a bear hug to when I go to glory.